All right, it's on. We're on again.
Alrighty, here we go.
So,
Round
what I would
three.
do is let's get right into the next thing. We've cleared the air on that one. It was obviously she got the timeline wrong. So, okay, what's the next salacious? What's the deal with Sarah Jane? Sarah Jane? Sarah Jane.
There ain't no deal with Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane's accusing me of doing stuff that I haven't done.
And
We
that
already know. People know that people's phone numbers have been spoofed, just like with Tommy, with the incident with Tommy and Scrapping Dude. Remember when Tommy said that we called me and Tallywhacker's number showed up on their phone
mm-hmm.
saying hateful, nasty shit to her. And when I'm sitting at Tally's and my phone keeps fucking ringing and ringing and ringing with a number that I don't know. So I didn't answer it. And then I called it back, and guess who answered? Scrapping Dude. During his live stream.
Oh,
That's when I realized, what the fuck, man? And he wasn't calling me because he was on a live stream.
yeah, yeah.
And so if Sarah Jane was getting her son was getting any harassing phone calls, it wasn't from me because phone numbers can be spoofed. And when you click the callback number on it, it's going to go back to. Because you're calling that person's phone number, so obviously it's going to go back to that. You're calling that number. It's going to link to that person. Even if
Yeah,
it's
I
on a
don't really
fucking
know.
spoofing.
So you're definitely saying you didn't call. I mean, what is she saying
Hell
that
no,
you were
I
saying?
didn't. It's good job, buddy. You already said it yourself. I don't have much phone. I'm always wondering where I'm going to charge my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the time or the phone time to fucking fuck around and do this fucking shit, man.
That's true. I did say that, and I do think that because
I
I know how that's like. What
and
that's like.
I
She's in
don't
the middle
know
of the
how
night.
to spoof a fucking phone number. I might be able to do it after fucking watching Nikki's video, though.
Um, are you making a threat?
No, I'm not saying no. I said I might. Oh my god.
I'm saying, are you going to spoof a phone number?
Hell no, I don't have the time. Look, man, I don't get my fucking jollies off of fucking calling people's fucking numbers and fucking with people, okay? I don't get my jollies. I don't get satisfaction out of that. I get satisfaction out of having meaningful conversations with people.
Right.
I get satisfaction out of socializing with people online and talking to people. I don't get satisfaction or jollies or anything like that off of fucking with people online. No, I don't.
I don't get any satisfaction. I can't get none of that. But I try. Sam got a joke. Fuck yeah. All right. So let's see. What else is there? You and Digger went at it for a bit there for a minute too.
I'm not even discussing that. I've already showed how he is. He's the serial fucking troll. All you gotta do is Google his name. There's books written on him and all that shit. All you gotta do is do
Books written on them.
your research. If you guys do, you find out the same shit out there.
Well, he admitted all that. You know, he admitted that
No, it doesn't matter.
he went after like us.
You're still a serial fucking troll.
You sound a little bit like you're swimming underwater.
It doesn't matter if he admitted to it or not. It does, I mean that doesn't guys being or anything. You're still a fucking serial troll. You still have that label as a serial troll. You had admitted to dollars off of fucking with people and making their lives a living fucking hell. Not only that, but he has also told that story where some guy pissed his ass off and then he called him and told him his fucking son died and they were very fucking close and then laughed at him. What type of person does sick shit like that?
I didn't catch that. You were kind of. All I heard was what type of person does sick shit like that.
Yeah, what type of person does sick? Okay. He's admitted to trolling. He's admitted to race baiting. He's admitted to doing some fucked up shit on the internet. He's a serial troll. He told the story about fucking calling that dude that pissed his ass off and told the dude's father that your son's dead. He was in a car accident. And the dude starts wailing and bawling on the fucking camera, on the phone. And then all of a sudden, he just starts fucking laughing his ass off and fucking hung up. What kind of person gets their fucking jollies and shit like that, man? Somebody that's not right in the head. Somebody that is sick in the head. Somebody that has zero compassion for anybody. Right?
Well,
If you go back and take a look at my video,
I didn't even hear this.
if you go back and look at my video, he's threatening to have me arrested. He's working with other people to have me arrested. Your dogs are going to be killed. Mark my fucking words.
Yeah, I think that's more people just fucking with you because you'd already been arrested if they were trying to get you arrested. It's not hard.
Those are screenshots from Digger's fucking my communication. That's the communication he gave me after I refused to talk to him. After I sent him a day saying I'm taking a me day. I'll talk to you later. Or I'm taking the day off. Because I wanted to have a day to myself without any bullshit. And then I get those messages from him. Then he sends me all those screenshots of where he takes my image and flashes it on everything. I mean, I'm going through enough as it is right now. I mean, it seems like a type of person right there that's trying to drive somebody to suicide.
Well, I didn't understand any of that either, except for the type of person who's trying to drive somebody to suicide.
Oh my motherfucking God, man.
Your phone is messing up. We have to be calm and relaxed because we can't cuss it out. It's not going to help the phone. So, you want to go for that third time? You want to try that one again? Because at the end of everything you say, it sounds fine, but during the meat of it, it's just distorted. I mean, it sounds like a meat grinder, man. And then it's perfect. It's fine now, yeah.
All you gotta do is go back to the video where I showed the screenshots of what he sent me when he was threatening me that him and people are in the works to get me arrested. Your dog is going to be put down. Mark my fucking words. You're a homeless. Just the fucked up shit. I'm not going to put words in his mouth that he didn't say because I don't have it right here in front of me. So I'm not going to sit here and say something that he didn't say, and then they give somebody ammunition. Well, he said this, but he didn't say that.
Right, yeah. They'll do it too, man. That's something they will do.
I know they will.
You misspeak, they'll pounce on it. All right, so, but, okay, though, the thing is, maybe he just got fed up with whatever and wanted to say, nobody, if anybody wanted to get you arrested, that could, I got arrested like that. When they wanted to get me arrested, it's pretty easy. You just call and make up some shit, and boom, you go to jail. They have to prove it in court later, but they'll fuck you over to begin with. And I don't think you've done anything arrest worthy, have you? Like, have you done anything that?
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really haven't. It's also funny. I want to say this. I have heard a lot of, I'm going to call the police on Sam here lately. When people thought that I called the police on you, it was the worst thing in the world. And now, it's trendy to call the police on Sam.
Yeah, I know, because it's me, because it's Sam. Fuck Sam. He's just some piece of shit homeless motherfucker that lives in a tree or that lives in the fucking woods, man.
God damn, dude, you built a treehouse?
I got enough wood around me to do it too.
It would be warmer, if you got up a little elevated. Maybe it might be a little warmer. Sun stays out longer.
Yeah, but lo and behold, a tropical storm or a fucking hurricane come through. I'm fucked.
Yeah, you would be fucked, man. It would be terrible. Man, that would be something different, wouldn't it? But or you could be actually safe because you're up higher. The floods are really against people. All right.
All I'm asking is just stop with the hate. What has this fucking community come to? This community was not like this last year.
It was like this, but it was directed at other people. The year before it wasn't like this at all. It was like in 2018 until July 28th, it wasn't like this at all.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I was trying to refer to, man. And it's just like, it's just like, well, let's just kick them all these down. Kick them. It's like I'm getting fucking kicked from fucking all different directions, man. I feel like, it feels like that time I got fucking jumped by fucking 4 people, man.
Well,
I had fucking haymakers and fucking feet and fists and elbows coming from all different fucking directions.
Here's the thing. What if you didn't respond to any of it, and just every time you made a video, you were already past it? Instead of referring to it.
That's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to get my mindset to.
Because then, if you don't make a response, it's like playing baseball by yourself. You throw the ball, nobody catches it. It's not as fun when they don't throw the ball back.
I know.
Or do you remember?
You remember the shit they say is just so fucking hateful. The lies that they fucking come up with, man. It's just. I am not. I'm gonna ask you this, GJB. How long you been watching me on fucking the internet?
Year. What is it? Yeah.
You've been watching me. You've been watching me since I was in Slab City.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you since you were in Slab City. I've been watching since you were in San Diego.
All right. Now, since I've been in San Diego, how many times you ever see me e-beg for money? How often did you ever see me e-beg?
Maybe it's a once a month kind of thing on average. Like at the bottom of the hour when you're as far away from your check as you can get, because usually that's when shit always happens.
Yeah. It's usually like, and that's what I needed the money for was either gas or I needed to get some weed. I'm not gonna lie, my money went on gas or it went on weed, because the first thing I bought every first of the fucking month was fucking dog food. There's only one time, maybe 1 or 2 times, where I ran out, where I thought I would have enough, but something happened to the dog food to where it got fucking moist, it got wet, and then I had to fucking throw it away because there's fucking mold on it. Mm-hmm. That happened once or twice. But I ran out of dog food a couple times. Mm-hmm. No more than 2 times.
But also,
and there was one person that helped me with dog food, and that was when I was in, what was it? Fuck. They got me a 31-pound bag of Iams dog food.
Damn, that's 7 tanks.
Well, that's what I usually get. I usually get a 30 a 31-pound bag of dog food. I had 3 dogs that I'm feeding, and I would get the Iron Small Bite, and they ordered me some through the Walmart or fucking whatever thing.
Yeah. But also it's really not. Okay, so like if you look at the cause theory of this whole thing, you're working, you're providing entertainment, and you're not demanding people pay you. You're asking, right? You're saying, hey, if you'd
Yeah,
like to
I
help
mean,
me.
yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
wasn't
feel so
twisting
bad about
anybody's
that.
arm. I wasn't begging. I was saying, look, I could use some help. If you guys could help me, it'd be much appreciated.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so worried about that. What's happened is a few people, select people, are harping on that to get under your skin, to get a reaction out
Yeah,
of you, and you're throwing the ball
yeah,
back. You're reacting, so they're getting what they want.
yeah. And then Nikki was trying to, in her video, she was trying to iterate that I was a liar, scammer, and e-beggar. I'm not a fucking scammer. I'm not a fucking scammer. And Digger took my motherfucking words out of fucking text. I also did a fucking video on that when Digger took my words out of text. Alright?
Out of context. Now, was that audio or was that a text message?
Text message.
Yeah, you can never convey. It's rare that you can convey context in a text. It's hard. People will take them wrong all the time. So that's miscommunication.
Now, when I told him, all you gotta bring, you can only bring a backpack, with your stuff that you're gonna need, and bring you a little bit of dog food. And I'll show you the ropes. Now, the ropes I meant to show him was how to survive on the streets. If you've never survived on the streets, how the hell is somebody going to survive if they don't know how to do it? I was going to teach them how to get food. I was going to teach them how to get free food. A lot of times you can walk into a restaurant and ask them to get a free meal. I'm hungry, I'm homeless, I'm broke, I don't have no money. Could you hook me up with a sandwich? Or you could go to a dumpster. I was going to show them how to utilize the convenience stores, like the gas station convenience stores, where the food that you're going to consume is wrapped. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on? There's like some type of noise going on. Like, are you getting a call or something?
No. Oh God, I haven't seen that I'm getting a call. Maybe somebody's hacking into my shit again.
All right. Well, anyway, I got 3% left on my phone because I've been doing some research on some videos I've discovered. But to make a long story short, my words were taken out of context. I was going to show them the ropes. I was going to show them how it's done, how to survive, how to get what you need, how to utilize church group feedings, stuff like that. How to get hygiene and stuff like that, because there's church groups, there's organizations and stuff that give the homeless that stuff, and if you don't know where to go or what to look for on how to get that stuff, you're not going to get it. And if you don't have money, you're not going to have it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got to get hygiene every damn day.
Hygiene, you can't get, no, you don't get hygiene every day. What do you mean you got to get hygiene every day?
I was just thinking I would want to be clean personally.
Yeah. I was going to show them how to utilize a fucking rain tarp. When you have your camp and you got a tarp over your tent and stuff like that. You get you some 5-gallon buckets, you get cheesecloth, okay? And then you take rubber bands and you band them together. And then you lay the cheesecloth up over the 5-gallon bucket. And then you get like a little slope in your tent. Or, not your tent, your tarp. And then when it rains, the water falls off. And any debris, any bullshit, you know, the cheesecloth will keep it from going into the bucket. You'll have clean water that you could possibly drink if you had to, but you have your bathing water, you have your water to do your dishes,
You have
you
malaria.
have water for the dogs, yeah, you have malaria, whatever.
Dysentery.
I don't know, man. I don't
No, I'm
know
kidding,
about
man.
all that, man. But that's what I was insinuating when I said I will show you the ropes.
Yeah.
It wasn't to show him how to fucking scam fucking people. I don't know why they're so fixated on saying I'm a fucking scammer. You want to see a fucking scammer? Why don't you tune into community calls? That's a fucking straight up fucking scam with his eco village. And I'm not trying to bash him. I'm just straight and state facts.
Well, I mean, at least, you know, for Cause's defense, he does label his videos that he's e-begging, essentially. And I don't think, in your defense, I don't think you're an e-beggar. I think you're just asking for money when you need it. So, you know, and also this community is kind of centered around people who are homeless and travelers and things like that.
And there was times where I didn't even ask anybody for money. I would go out, I'd fly a sign if I could fly a sign. Remember when I was in Joshua Tree? Remember the whole Tommy fucking debacle? Did everybody forget all about that shit?
No, yeah, Tommy didn't want to go fly a sign. He wanted to stay on YouTube. I remember that.
Yeah. We didn't have weed. I was almost out of gas. I went out, I flew a sign. I made $93. I made 3 bags of dog food. I gave 1 bag of dog food to a guy that I saw. I asked him if he had a dog, and he's like, yeah. And I'd be like, could you use some dog food? He's like, yeah. I gave him 1 of them bags. I kept 1 bag for myself, and I took 1 bag back, and I caught hell for that. But I took that bag back, exchanged it. I didn't get cash. I went and I got treats and shit for the dogs. And then I gave Tommy the $20 that he loaned me. And then I put gas in my van, and I paid $50 for that platinum wedding cake that we was smoking.
There you have it. I think that.
And then remember when I bought that van, and remember when I was having issues with the van and I had to put it in the shop? I did videos of them working on my van in the shop when I was in Joshua Tree, when I had to have the tie rod ends replaced and both CV axles on both sides. I had to have the inner, the outer tie rod ends replaced along with both CV axles because the boots were freaking ripped open, and that was just, you know, that was going to be a maintenance issue down the road. I just figured I'd get it taken care of and have, you know, a decent vehicle.
Yeah,
and then 10 days later, the fucking van got totaled when I come around somewhat of a blind corner on a rainy night, and there's a fucking a rock slide.
Yeah, can you not sue the fucking DOT on that one?
No, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not worried about it. They jacked the shit out of my insurance on that motherfucker because they said I hit a fixed object in the road. And I was like, how the fuck are rocks a fixed object in the road?
Yeah, I wouldn't have agreed to that shit at all. Fuck them.
Well, it is what it is. But I'm not a fucking e-bag fucking scammer like you fuckers think I am. And
also,
I wouldn't. And that fucker part is directed towards the people that are calling me that and are accusing me of being that.
But man, I mean, if you're putting out, you're giving up some great entertainment, some super footage. You know, every once in a while to ask for help along the way. Otherwise, you don't get to put out the footage or have the entertainment. See, it's kind of like, you know, if you want to see the footage, you know, you could help me out a couple $, that'd be great.
Yeah, like when I needed, when I was broke, I needed gas money, I needed weed and shit.
I need weed.
Callie sent me $20, and then somebody I'm not going to mention, I don't know who they were, they asked to remain anonymous, sent me $50.
That's good.
I I took $50. I filled my tank up, and then the rest I used for food to eat. But I took that whole $20 that Tally sent me, and I did a video on that. I was like, Tally told me to go spend all this at the dispensary and get me stuff. And I got pre-rolls and I got some loose weed. And I did a video on that.
Well, that's nice, man. Really wish I had that. Sorry, dude, I get distracted when we talk about weed because I haven't smoked weed in 10 months.
Well, I apologize for that, buddy.
It's
You're doing
alright.
a good job staying off of it.
Yeah,
you can't get a
fuck
good
it.
job if you got weed in your system, that's for sure.
Well, I have a job, and people there smoke weed, but I'm still not going to do it.
I wouldn't take a chance. You got too much to lose, man.
Yeah, fuck it. Who needs it? So, alright, is there any other beefs you have or any other burning issues you want to get out without an interruption?
Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to get out. I'm glad you gave me the platform to say what I had to say. If you lose me, my phone died.
Okay, and you have no way of charging.
I'll continue the conversation with you until my phone dies.
All right. What's the future plans for your channel? Like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna. No need to look back, right?
No, I'm not gonna look back. But the future for my channel is, I have no choice but to move forward. I can't move sideways. I can't move. I can't do U-turns. All I can do is move forward. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get this case behind me. I'm going to do what I can to make sure the animals are safe and taken care of if I have to go to jail. And then I'm going to go from there.
I do have a question about that. Scrapping Dude today was acting like you had turned down a deal. What was that deal?
What deal? 1 year probation, which means I would have to stay here in Milton, Florida. I have to do these alcohol and anger management classes once a week at $50 a pop. So there's $100 a week right there just in classes, okay?
Yeah.
You times that by 4, that's 400. And if you have 5 weeks in that month, there's $500 right there. And then you have to pay your probation fees and plus the piss tests that they want to fucking give you. Okay, I get $780-something a month. You tell me how am I going to do that? How am I going to go to these classes? How am I going to do those classes? How am I going to go to probation with my animals and shit? They're not going to let me take my dogs in there. How am I going to get a place and stay somewhere and be able to afford all that fucking money out? That's why I turned down that deal. I'm not taking probation and I'm not taking no classes.
Yeah, I think it's a good gamble because I don't think the accuser is going to show up.
Oh, I don't think he's going to show up either.
It's an interesting gamble, but and what do you think you're going to face if you're found guilty?
A year?
Yeah, I think that's a lot, man, for a fucking fist fight. I don't know, dude. You didn't hit him with anything, did you?
Class A misdemeanor carries a year. You take it to trial, you know damn well they're going to give you a year. You know how that shit works, man.
I don't.
Well, that's how it works, bro. They like to give you the max. Because you wasted your time,
you carried the
wasted
trial.
your
Yeah, I
money.
understand that, yeah. But misdemeanors are misdemeanors, yeah.
But I'd rather take my chance at a trial than plead guilty to something that I didn't do.
Do you think if you had a running vehicle, you'd just get the hell up out of Florida and just don't go back?
Nope. They will extradite me no matter where the fuck I go.
On a misdemeanor?
Yep.
Seems costly.
Now, when you have a contract with a transportation company and you pay them a one lump sum thing a year and they transport anybody they want, which the county of Milton or the county of Santa Rosa has,
what about calling eyewitnesses? Everybody who watched the video.
Who's gonna travel to Florida?
Ooh, man, I mean,
yeah. Who's gonna travel to Florida on my trial date?
well,
Anybody gonna travel to Florida? Anybody gonna travel?
Some people maybe are close.
Well, we already know what Nikki's gonna do. She's gonna be like, he hit him first. You're fucking right.
Well, and what? You deleted the video?
I accidentally deleted it. I was trying to put him on fucking something. I was trying to hide him so I could access them later to give them to the judge, and I accidentally fucking deleted them.
Well, YouTube, any video that's ever made, YouTube supposedly has, they can retrieve it.
Well, I need to have access to a desktop, and I don't know how to navigate that stuff.
You got a lawyer?
I can barely. Yeah, maybe. I can barely use this freaking phone, dude. I mean, the phone's fucking like a genius compared to me, dude. I mean, and so that's why I'm fucking stumped when these people say that I'm freaking calling and harassing people. I sure as the fuck ain't gonna call you with my real fucking number if I ever did or if I ever was. I mean, that'd be fucking stupid.
Yeah, yeah, it really would be. Everybody knows your number.
Yeah, exactly. My number has been fucking public.
Yeah.
Since I've been in the slabs.
Yeah, man, I definitely told you should change that thing, but
I want positive attention. I don't want negative attention.
I
want people to like me, not hate me.
And I think
I want people to get enjoyment and satisfaction out of the content that I bring.
I think you could get that, you know, if you from now on you put out that, you know what I mean? You get back what you put in, kind of stuff.
I understand that. I was just about to get to that, and I understand that I've been putting out a lot of fucking negativity lately. I jumped on bandwagons that I shouldn't have jumped on. I attacked you. I attacked this person. You know, I did it for views. I did it for subs, and I was wrong. And I've already explained this to you, and I've already apologized to you, and I accept, and I really appreciate you accepting my apology.
Yeah, man, I'm okay with it, man. It doesn't bother me when people attack me really anymore. It used to. I mean, I used to also do it for the game, you know, for the whole game, for the game of it. And now I'm just I'm too busy to really get into that game. It doesn't really matter to me.
And I lost track of where I was going. I lost track on what I was doing.
Well, I think you were headed to Florida, and then you found yourself somewhere you thought might work out, and then you got drunk.
I was under a lot of fucking stress, man. Motherfuckers fucking with me on the fucking internet and fucking the bullshit I was having to deal with while I was there. You know, fucking the dog fights because nobody wanted to fucking listen. Nobody wanted to call me or send me a text message saying, hey, I'm letting the dog out. No, I'll just be out in the fucking yard, and then all of a sudden this big ass fucking husky starts fucking running up. And then the dogs start fucking fighting.
Man, it was just one bad scenario after another, man.
Yeah, I know. I guess you can kind of say it was karma. I mean, some people will say it's karma. I could say, I could probably agree with it, you know. I probably had quite a bit of karma coming my way.
I think the karma part is that, you know, you attacked the slabbers for views, and then when it got cold, you couldn't go back to Slab City, which would have been probably nice.
Listen, let me get something clear. I have no desire to go back to that fucking place, dude.
For the winter, though, just to be in a place?
No, none, zero, zilch. I do not ever want to see that nasty, disease-infested place again. No offense.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said about the Slabs. That's a joke, man.
Dude, it's just, I do everything I can to stay away from the types of people that are there. A lot of the types of people that are there, do as I say, not as I fucking do, fucking kind of people, Well, suckers that couldn't control shit out in the real world, and they get there and they want to fucking control shit. They want to fucking they don't want to do any reasoning or any research or anything. Somebody just fucking says something and they take it as fucking gospel, and then they beat the shit somebody half to fucking death right there at the fucking range, and he has to get a fucking helicopter flight out of there. Shit like that, man, I do my best to stay away from people like that, and then I'm smack dab in the middle of them, and I can't fucking get away. I can't get out.
Sounds almost like you weren't just being given a example. It almost sounds like you were giving an actual testimony, like somebody got beat up at the range and had to get airlifted.
Yeah, I already fucking talked about that in several videos.
Oh.
I changed the names and the people that did it, though.
Did you change it to cause?
Man, I don't think.
I'm joking.
Hello?
Just joking.
No. I've never heard or never seen Cause do anything to anybody.
Well, he killed a man in Minneapolis. He told that story.
Well, he's free. He's not in prison, so.
Well, apparently this guy was messing with his friend, and he had crossed the street, and this guy came over and messed with his friend, and he ran back across the street and pushed the guy, and he hit his head on the curb, and he died, and they couldn't find that it was, there was anything to press charges on. It was a horrible accident.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy how... Yeah, because you don't know what type of condition someone's in. You just... So there's people that fall every day, hit their fucking head, and they're never right again, or they could die. There's an incident with my father. He fell, he had a seizure, and he was never right after that. He wound up going to a mental health hospital for the rest of his life until he died, because he was just not there. It's like he wasn't in the present time. He was in the 1985 thing, and that was back when they were dealing dope and shit like that, and he was fucking all paranoid, and you're calling the police, you're talking to the police and shit like that. I turned my own fucking parents in for doing dope and selling dope when I was fucking, I think, 11.
Yeah, you've talked a little bit about that. You didn't have a very good relationship with your parents.
No, I had a great relationship with my parents. It's just I wanted my parents back, man. Because I had my parents were one way at one moment in my life, and then the drugs got in there, and then I didn't have my fucking parents back, and then the shit that they were spewing back then, dude, if your parents do drugs, let us know, we can get them the help that they need. Well, I fell for that fucking bullshit, and they didn't get the help they fucking needed.
Damn it, fucking Nancy Reagan.
I don't know who the fuck it was. All I know is that's what I was told, and
yeah,
I was just I just couldn't believe it, and I was just like, what the fuck, And then when they jerked me out of the fucking house and put me in these fucking homes, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like a fucking, I'm wondering what the fuck's going on and shit, and all I wanted to do was go back home, but they wouldn't fucking let me.
So you were without your parents from like 11 years old on.
Up until I went into FBI protective custody, yeah.
And we've touched on that before. How long were you in protective custody?
3 years.
Your parents were with you in that?
No.
Because you said up until you were in protective custody, you weren't with them.
Yes, my mother was involved with the Ochoa cartel along with Griselda Blanco.
Yeah, I've heard that. I had a hard time believing it because I thought you were just bullshitting.
I ain't fucking bullshitting.
Well, you were telling all kinds of stories that night. Like, you kept saying...
Listen, if I'm fucking with you, I'll tell you the story, and then I'll just be like, no, I'm just fucking with you, man.
Yeah, it was like when you said you had a kid at 11 years old. Remember that?
Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? And then I was like, nah, I'm just fucking with you, man.
Yeah, but it took a minute. It took my math, actually, to get you to tell me you were fucking with me. Well, I mean, you probably would have told me, but I was like doing the math, and I was like, yeah, you made you 11 years old.
Man, if I'm fucking with you, I'll tell you I'm fucking with you.
That's why I didn't really think...
If I tell you a story, and I don't tell you I'm fucking with you, because I'll tell you, it's for real, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean for real. I mean, I'm not fucking around.
So did you meet Griselda Blanco?
I met Griselda Blanco when she was on the run, yes.
And so when did you see Cocaine Cowboys?
Yes, I did.
And is there anything in that you saw that you were like, oh shit, I remember that?
That's when I realized who the fuck she was, because I didn't know all the whole time. I didn't know who. All I knew is she was my mom's friend, and that they were traveling, and they were gonna stay with us for a couple days. And then when I saw Cocaine Cowboys and I saw a picture of Griselda Blanco, I was like, holy fuck, that's who that fucking woman was?
You almost said bitch.
Because she looks like my fucking mom a little bit. My mom's half Spanish and half white.
Okay.
I was adopted when I was 5 years old, and my dad was Indian, white, and something else.
So you were adopted by mixed people?
I was adopted by, not. My father was somewhat dark-skinned. He tanned. When he was out in the sun, he would darken a little, like a light-skinned Mexican. And my mom was like pale white, but she had the features of Spanish women.
Oof, Jesus, man. And you have any brothers or sisters?
I'm not disclosing that.
Okay. Well, I don't want to ask you then, but I mean, because okay, those people adopted you, but did they just use the last name White?
That was my father's last name.
Oh, that's ironic.
No, my biological, not my biological, my adopted father's last name was White.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So all this leads to 44 years old. You're apparently in the next time zone over. I didn't realize that, but in a cold.
I would just say this, man. Out of everything I've gone through and been through, the trauma, the torment, the bullying.
Damn. He was about to say something like maybe true. I'm telling you, that could have been what he was about to say. Could have been as true as it gets. I think he was fucking with me a little bit about Griselda Blanco. I still not 100% sure if we. I think I'm gonna rewatch Cocaine Cowboys and see if fucking Sam's in it. Sam might be in Cocaine Cowboys, but you know, it very well could be absolutely true, and because Sam likes to tell stories, man, and I think
He's
that
been telling that one for a while.
yeah, and I had always thought that was just a story because the first time he told me about that, it was the same night he told me that he had this kid, and I did the math on how old she was, and I was like, he was like, she's 32 years old and lives in Kentucky or something, and I was like, well, that make you like 11 when you had her, and finally he was like, yeah, man. He says, yeah, I was 11. I had sex with my school teacher, and I'm like, what fucking school teacher is hot for an 11-year-old, man? I mean, 11. You know, I've heard of some like 15s and shit like that, but 11. So he finally was like, I'm fucking with you. So I'd always thought the Griselda Blanca thing was bullshitting me, but there it is. He told the story again, and so she was in their life for a quick period of time. Nancy Reagan tricked him into telling on his parents.
Nancy Reagan?
Yeah, tricked him into telling on his parents, and they got taken from him. His dad fell down and hurt his head and had a seizure and could not forget about 1985. He couldn't talk about shit but 1985. And so he went to a mental institution. And then Sam went into FBI protective custody for 3 years. And
He's told that before, too.
yeah, but that's probably, I guess, probably true. And then, I mean, after FBI protective custody, you know, he went to Florida, did the stripping, and was like had a sugar mama, and then I don't know, he might have fell asleep for 20 years, and then woke up in Slab City, and it was like he was like, I just got hit rear-ended, god damn it, I need a car. I think that's the whole story. So, man, hopefully, Sam, you get. I'm just fucking with you. I'm goofing around with you. And it kind of sucks that you're in this situation where you're stuck in Milton, Florida, because you have to go to trial over a fist fight because, you know, that got out of hand. And honestly, I think it should. Either side could have gone to jail here, and sucks you lost the video. But man, hopefully they'll throw that shit out of court. They won't show up or something like that. My advice to Sam is, don't look back, man. It's this. Boston said it best. Don't look back. Don't look back, dude. Don't even refer to things from yesterday. If people are going to make videos and they're going to talk shit about this video, they're going to talk shit about things you said tonight, but don't look back. You know, even said it better. Oasis. Don't look back in anger. Actually, they said, don't look back in anger. I heard you say. Don't look back.